2020 was a sort of the nadir for our business in the pandemic, particularly when Hong Kong airport basically shut down and traffic, particularly passenger traffic, stopped going through that airport. To an extent, that is still the case today because Hong Kong is one of the last places around the globe to be opening up. So our line maintenance business is still very much depressed at the moment. But I would say that over the last several months, all of our base maintenance facilities have really filled up, particularly with many airlines around the world bringing their aircraft back into service, from the US, across Europe, and also in this region in Asia Pacific. So we're looking at quite a full order book for particularly for airframe. I would say flexibility is the key word because with many sort of airlines trying to bring aircraft back into service, of course, there are all the challenges around bringing those back from the desert or wherever they've been stored. And also, as airlines are planning forward for re-establishing some of their cabin refit programs that they postponed during the COVID pandemic, there's a lot of emerging demand, but also a lot of flexibility in changing our bookings because of supply chain issues, which often affects the timing of some of those modifications. Probably the specific point in that regard is labor availability. We've found that people have left the industry during the pandemic. It's more difficult to get people. I mean, it was very difficult beforehand. It's even more difficult now to get people to come back into the industry. And the increasing cost of labor, of course, with MRO being a very labor-heavy industry, are very impactful in terms of our inflationary pressures. We've certainly been involved with one mainland Chinese operator in terms of helping them to get airworthiness certification for their vehicle, and also working with them to develop an MRO program, because once these things enter service and they'll be regulated by the airworthiness authorities, they will have to have a robust maintenance program in order to enable them to fly safely. It's going to be busy. I think it's going to be probably a lot of things will happen that we haven't anticipated at this stage. And coming back to my earlier comment about flexibility being the key word, I think that we're going to have a trajectory back towards a pre-2019 scenario, but we won't be quite there yet by the end of next year.